Hello, trading has closed on March 27th, 2025. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls and make our predictions. This is my trading plan for tomorrow, which is March 28th, 2025. I'm probably not going to do any trading. As I've been saying, I have major internet problems. Probably through the end of the first week in April, I'm going to continue to have them. I'm not doing any trading. I can't do the type of analysis I usually do, and anyone risking money on my call should keep that in mind. I'll be playing with all my cards probably in about a week and a half. The last call I did make was a couple of days ago. We had resistance. We had sentiment indicators indicating we were at resistance. I say either you gap over resistance and maintain it, in which case you would continue higher almost in a straight line, or resistance would hold, in which case you would back and fill this gap we had. Well, obviously we didn't gap up and hold it. So far we've just filled this gap, which is what we predicted would happen, and so far that has played out. This green line is a old FOMC announcement price from way long ago, months and months. Look how the market never forgets that price. When you have a gap like this, typically you're either going to fill it with a consolidation after the gap or before the gap. And when there isn't a consolidation before the gap, you expect one afterwards, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. We haven't gone through this, and as far as I'm concerned, that still is a valid gap. Yesterday, MEJT said this drop wasn't the real thing and gave us two higher targets. One target was 57.2417. That one printed today. Look at the support and resistance right at that level. It's kind of an amazing thing. We still have a target from yesterday's pattern of 57.5598, and the preferred time frame is early tomorrow. Now that's quite a ways away. That's almost 60 handles higher, and it might not work. And if it doesn't work, then we're just going to forget about the time and just remember the price, because the odds are overwhelming it will print at some time. But that still is a live target, 57.5598. Now I understand there's a major economic report coming out before the open tomorrow. I don't like to make predictions when these economic reports come out. I just don't have any special skill in predicting what happens with regards to them. But that's a live target until early tomorrow. Just remember, targets don't always print when you want them to, but that should print at some time. During the day, we had an ultimate buy signal early in the morning. Certainly we did trade higher. MEJT said this drop wasn't for keeps, we retrace. Said this rally wasn't for keeps, we retrace. That's pretty much a wall into the close. These things tend to be false moves, so there's a good chance, but now the requirement, we gap up tomorrow and hit the higher target, 57.5598. And if we don't, well, we don't, because again, there's this economic report coming out, but the signals I get are all bullish signals. We had this gap up. All we've done is fill the gap, which is what typically happens. And if there's a positive response to the report, we should hit this. But again, don't forget I'm not playing with all my cards. Don't forget that these reports don't always act the way I want them to. But that's what the system says, 57.5598. Good chance of gapping up tomorrow, but higher risk than usual because of the report. I'm not certain I'll be able to do a video every day, but I'll keep trying. And don't forget, I'm not using all the weapons I normally use. And that's today's call.